From the Willow Bay Commerce Center, it is morning news now for Thursday, April 6, 2017. 48 degrees, a little wet, but overcast skies. I'm Ryan Hedrick.
And I'm Justin Gould. Several Falconer residents expressed relief and anger after a local man is charged with arson. But first,
Justin, the Drug Enforcement Administration in Buffalo tells WNY News that several DEA-led raids were carried out in the city of Jamestown this morning. Resident agent in charge, John Flickinger, says the raids are part of an ongoing federal investigation. We don't have much information, but we have reached out to the U.S. Attorney's Office in Buffalo for a comment, but so far no response. More as we get it.
And Falconer Central High School grad and JCC student Jonathan Young has been charged with 12 counts of arson after allegedly setting fires in both Jamestown and Falconer back in March. The 19-year-old is currently in Pennsylvania in the Butler County Jail after allegedly breaking into a vacant house and setting it ablaze near Slippery Rock late last week. Here in New York, Young faces 2 counts of second-degree arson, 9 counts of third-degree arson, and 1 count of fifth-degree arson. Young is accused of setting a total of 12 fires across the area, including the major fire that ravaged the village of Falconer back on March 15th.
Justin, this morning locals are really reacting to the charges filed against Jonathan Young. Resident Mary Gay didn't even know that Young had been charged by police when we flagged her down as she pulled away from the grocery store and onto West Main Street.
That is fantastic. If anybody should be behind bars, it would be that person who set this place on fire. So many lives affected.
Can you fathom somebody starting a fire?
I can't.
Honestly, knowing there were people in the building.
No, I cannot. The person had to have been sick. Very, very sick.
David Luke is the owner of The Body Shop, a tattoo parlor on West Main Street that just escaped being burnt to the ground. He watched the flames shoot out of the building from across the street.
I didn't know what to do. You can't go save anything. You're just sitting on the side of the street letting this thing burn.
Helpless.
Yeah, helpless. There you go. That's a good word. I didn't know. Couldn't do anything.
No control.
No control. I don't know why. Who would just burn down buildings? I don't see the motive behind it. I don't see any purpose behind what happened. Nothing had, no good came out of what happened. You know what I mean?
Next on Morning News Now, the battle for the next Supreme Court justice continues today. But first, Chairman Devin Nunes stepping aside after new allegations.
EagleZip.com is your local one-stop shop for all of your home and business computer needs. Located on Fluvan Avenue Extension, just outside of Jamestown, EagleZip.com sells and services all brands of desktops and laptops, as well as servers and network equipment for your business. All new computer sales include transferring your data from your old computer plus a 2-year warranty. Call EagleZip.com today.
Stop by EagleZip.com today and let us make computers easy for you.
The chairman of the House Intelligence Committee, Devin Nunes, says he will temporarily step aside from the panel's probe into Russian meddling in the 2016 presidential election. In a statement Thursday, the Republican congressman said that several left-wing activist groups filed accusations against him with the Office of Congressional Ethics and that the charges are false and politically motivated. Nunes tells reporters he will continue to fulfill his other duties within the committee, and he wants to talk to the Ethics Committee as soon as possible to defend himself.
Well, the battle over the next Supreme Court nominee will come to a head today as Republicans are expected to use the so-called nuclear option to overcome a Democratic filibuster. Scott McLean joins us now from Washington, D.C.
If only the president would nominate somebody like Merrick Garland, it would be a great thing and we'd see a quick confirmation.
Still sour over the way President Obama's Supreme Court pick was blocked by Republicans, Democrats are out for revenge. More than 40 Democratic senators have promised to use their filibuster power to block a vote on the president's Supreme Court pick, Neil Gorsuch, in an escalating game of partisan tit-for-tat.
Both sides, I know, are pointing fingers at the other in this debate, saying the other side started it.
During the contentious confirmation hearing, some Democrats expressed concern with Judge Gorsuch,
It's your time.
arguing the 49-year-old Colorado native is outside of the mainstream. They want President Trump to pick a different nominee. But Republicans say Democrats would not confirm any conservative-leaning pick.
Senate Democrats have chosen to ignore the record of one of our judiciary's most qualified jurists to sit on the court and have instead chosen to play political games.
Republicans are short of the 60 votes needed to overcome the Democratic filibuster. Now they're planning to change the rules, so they'd only need 51. That's the so-called nuclear option, which neither party has used for a Supreme Court nominee.
There's not a single senator in the majority who thinks we ought to change the legislative filibuster, not one.
With no need for bipartisan support, critics say the nuclear option will lead to more ideological justices. Once the rules change, Republicans are expected to confirm Gorsuch on Friday. In Washington, I'm Scott McLean.
And what do full-size bottles of shampoo, recreational oxygen, and medical marijuana have in common? The TSA says you can't bring them on a plane, but for a brief window of time, their website wrongly informed air travelers that it was okay to bring medical marijuana on board.
Nice.
The error got a few pot supporters' hopes up. After it was brought to the TSA's attention, though, the mistake was corrected, turning a pair of green yeses next to the medical marijuana to two red no's. The TSA then responded with a brief statement saying the entry was made in error.
Well, let's agree on this. If that did come to fruition, it would have been a mellow flight.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure everyone
and
would
a lot
be.
of snacks passed around.
Yeah. You know, like on Southwest, you get those fruit pretzels. And
let's get on that plane after this. How about that? We're back tomorrow. Until then, coverage continues 24/7 on WNYNewsNow.com. Follow us on social media on all platforms at WNY News Now, where coverage comes first.